Of it. 4 clubs for 3 places. Someone has to miss out, but Arsenal justifiably confident it won't be them. The Gunners have won the League Cup, and that, you feel, is a huge psychological hurdle cleared for so many reasons. And what will it do for the other side of Alan and his players going forward on league duty? Reading have found some form themselves. They'll need all that and more here, you'd imagine. They face a happy host, back in form with a trophy to their name. And the meetings of these two have been seriously one-sided. Two points from 9 put Arsenal in trouble. The midweek victory here over Liverpool put them back on track. The 11 starters from that night changed by 2 here, with the informed Black Stenius surprisingly benched. Pell over 2. Maritz and Wubben-Moy come in to what is a reshuffled shape of some sort. Kelly Chambers will be hoping for, if not expecting, a royal upset tonight. She's picked the same team that kicked off the win against West Ham last time out. Rachel Rowe settled it late. Charlie Wellings is the forward in real form, though. In defence, Emma Mukanji is back at the club where she won 6 major medals. Away to Arsenal, the Reading record is 100%. Played 6, lost 6. Maybe just a hint of Arsenal thinking about Bayern, their next fixture. Shouldn't make them not on the ball here, but let's see. Those 2 knockout legs against the German Giants coming up in between those games, an away derby at Tottenham. And as if that wasn't enough, following the Bayern second leg, they play back-to-back against both Manchester clubs. And that little cluster will surely be crucial in the chase for the top 3 positions. Clearly the players and the coach wouldn't be publicly admitting they've got half an eye on those upcoming games, but in truth, I think it would be impossible not to have them at least in the backs of their minds. All smiles for the Gunners at the moment. We'll see exactly what forward role Caitlin Ford has this evening. Rachel Rowe making her 150th appearance for the Royals. Late winner against West Ham last time out, taking her to 3 WSL goals, and the other 2 were huge as well in the amazing win over Leicester. 2 goals after the 90-minute mark there. Amy Fern is the referee, as Arsenal look to back up the League Cup triumph with back-to-back league wins. Players of both sides taking a knee in the continued fight for equality and against discrimination. Before that League Cup final, Arsenal had just lost back-to-back in the League and the FA Cup, the first time in exactly 2 years that had happened. Same opponents too in Man City and Chelsea, but now they're hunting them down. Games in hand on both Manchester clubs and the now league-leading Blues. We know how hard they pushed them last term, only conceding ground very late in the piece when Chelsea played their games in hand, with Arsenal having led the table for so long. I don't think you can overestimate what a big deal that cup last weekend was for Jonas Eidevall in this group. Chelsea such a nemesis to him. The manner of the win, doing it without Mead and Miedemar as well. That'll be huge on the belief front. It's Katie McCabe. Valti stealing in well and was caught. Looks like Noelle Maritz playing on the left side of defence, although you'd expect she may be getting up pretty high pretty often. Cave has played plenty of full-back herself. We've got Maritz and Wienreuter on the field. That hasn't happened. Not from the start before. Interesting selection. Maybe on the side of Al. Only one out-and-out centre-forward fit. She's not playing, Black's Dennis. Frida Marnum delivers the first free kick, and it slips all the way through. Lotte Moy nearly on the end of it. Onside, but no contact. Raffaele. She was challenged late too.
Don't worry to turn in there.
Yem, be brave to kill it fast. No big touches. Drop out. Drop it out. 20 seconds. Good.
Sloppy pass into the Arsenal dugout. New deal last May. He came with plenty of ambitious words and has backed it up. The other side of Al. The brief was to close the gap. Certainly did that last season. Nearly eliminated it altogether. And a perfect Chelsea run stopped him. This is a good-looking run for Arsenal. Asking for the penalty and getting it. She took a moment, Amy Fern, to decide. Katie McCabe was imploring immediately. Kim Little will grab the ball. It's a golden opportunity for the Gunners to have the dream start here. And Reading will already be thinking about that sinking feeling. There's a touch on the back from Esther May Kit. Not a sensible thing to do. Barely a glancing blow, a pointless one. And maybe it's going to be punished. It is, but only just. Maloney got a hand to it. It's Kim Little against Reading again. One of her favourite opponents. Excellent effort from Grace Maloney. Got a bit of it, but not enough of it. This will feel like a goal head start.
Goal number 1 for Arsenal, scored in the 5th minute by number 10.
So close. What a needless foul this was, though. Couldn't resist putting the hands up. McCabe felt it and went down. That's what players are going to do. Costly decision from Esther May Kit, the January arrival from Kristen Stads. Oh dear, thinks Kelly Chambers. Not again. Puff in the cheeks. And a need for her side to try and calm things down a bit here. Got to defend this first. Deep delivery towards Woburn Moy. They'll have a corner now instead. Van Havermate with the header clip. McCabe across to take it. Outswinger, unless it's short. Drilled deep. Good header. Yeah, Valtic. Didn't even have to jump, and it's a long way out. It's going to take some serious directing. Probably needs to be a loopy one from there. She's got one goal this season, but that is very much not her job. Tends to leave that to the rest. They do a pretty fine job of it. And at the back, all bad news for Reading. Arsenal have only conceded 8 in the league. That is the lowest in the division. One better than Manchester United in that regard. Should be Zinsberger's. Calmly dealt with. Ford dropping deep. Baltic helping it on. Maritz. The best return pass to Noel Maritz, but Arsenal have tidied it up. She's found here by Raffaele. Reading will have trained entirely to be out of possession, I'm sure, all week long. They would have hoped so much to have gone a lot longer than this without conceding. Arsenal are going to boss the ball now. Reading have to just try and stay in the game. Well, what a good week it's been for him so far. Two points from 9. A few grumbles. And suddenly, silverware at Selhurst Park and a quite brilliant, dominant display against Chelsea, who were so much the better side. That does not happen to Chelsea very often. Pretty comfortable in midweek here. Goals either side of the break to beat Liverpool. And now this. Dream start. Including the 2 FA Cup penalty shootout victories. Kelly Chambers' side have won 3 of the last 4. They do well to win this. McCabe always busy. Williamson in the new role, enjoying a little extra freedom to hit passes like that. Here's Ford. Dangerous ball in towards Frida Marnham. Great delivery.
As the clock hits 10 minutes, the score is Arsenal 1, Reading 0.
Wicked ball in, just on the bounce for Marnham. He's now 1 behind Stina Blackstenius in the WSL chart. I think 10 minutes in, we've seen Reading on the ball in the Arsenal half. Barely been on the ball in their own half. They are now. Fleetingly.
Yes, break out!
Ford to Little, who's got a slightly freer role today. Maybe more of a real number 10 with number 10 on her back. Williamson in there with Baltic. Nicely done into Maritz. Candy here. Trying to bring the calming presence back there. The ball keeps coming back at them. Wilbur Moy, confidently done. Forward again. Put the brakes on beautifully. And she's got it in there to Marnham. Needs someone to lay it back to. It's McCabe. And it's on target. They look very dangerous all the time, Arsenal here. Reading are going to do well to keep it at 1. Decent hold-up play from the standing centre forward. Rowe on the burst, out-muscled by Ravine Reuter. Seasons at Reading for Rachel Rowe. And, individually at least enjoying this one. Valti with the switch. Ford, Williamson galloping on. The switch to the other flank finds McCabe. Nice move. Shame about the cross. Good ball from Maritz. Big chance again for Marnham. Didn't quite get hold of the last one. She got hold of this one, but it's over the top. The best thing you could say about this opening 14 minutes for Reading is that it's only 1-0, because it could be quite a lot worse already. Great control. Really well found as well. The football's excellent here. Arsenal playing with all the confidence you'd expect. Reading are clinging on already. Some time on the ball. Must be tempting to go long. They have. It's not worked. Well, it's easier to have a long-term watching brief when your team are doing so well. Doing far better now, even in the absence of two of the game's greats, Niedermar and Mead. Both the worst kind of knee injury you can have. What a ball that is for Rowe, and super bit of control. Raffaele immediately spotting the danger. Got to at least try and remind Arsenal that they need to be guarding their back door. It's been a bit of a cruise so far.
Just keep that, Laura. Keep there.
Good, good.
Can't be looking for options. Rowe was one of them. Wellings has barely had a touch. Neatly done by Van Havermate. My kid under pressure here from the ever-industrious Katie McCabe. Ruben Moy. Full ball forward. No one making that run. We've had a very similar season to last term. Long run of defeats to kick it off, and then an improvement. Ninth at kick-off here. They'll be ninth regardless at full time. Just a question of how much closer, if at all, to those in even more peril than them. They've got a little cushion at the moment. Valti. Little. Marix. Valti again. Nicely done. Here's McCabe. Super cross. Mukandi in there. Maloney comes with a punch. Job done. A wicked ball in that was by McCabe. Raffaele goes to shoot. Big deflection. They all want the ball. They're confident enough to have a shot. That one off Gemma Evans and behind. Scored at the Emirates against Tottenham, Raffaele. One of two she's got this term. Cabe again on corner duty. Shoot, they all say. Wienreuter does. Throwing duty. One WSL goal for Arsenal in the November defeat here against Manchester United. And again, that was with United winning by 3-2. One of the reasons that Arsenal are United in the table. They won it so late from behind. Wienreuter's goal had put Arsenal 2-1 up. Gunners conceding on 85 and 91, a real crusher. Time on the ball at the back from Fairley to Valti. Just trying to stay organised. Time to turn here for Ford. Couple of shimmies. This is worth a hit. And everything before the shot was good, really good. Scored across all the various competitions, Caitlin Ford. Most of all in the Champions League, actually. 4 of them in Europe. Scored against Liverpool in midweek. That was her second in the WSL. Greater emphasis on her to get more this term, though, with Mead and Miedemar out. Way to pass, Marix gets it from Raffaele. Kim Little offering short. There's an option everywhere at the moment for Arsenal. Reading have a free kick to stem the flow of pressure. Rachel Rowe down. Launched into the crowd. Woburn Moy got a piece of it for Arsenal. The problem is for Reading, when they do get the chance to throw a few forward, this could happen. Just enough on that to roll through to Maloney. Valti, for a moment, furthest forward there. That doesn't happen very often. There's McCabe. What a lovely pass that is. Little, just wide. Their weight of pass has been exquisite in this game. None more so than that one. Marnham into the path of Kim Little. Scored in all of her first 4 Arsenal appearances against Reading. Way back when. Nearly had a second goal to add to the early penalty here. Big penalty last Sunday, of course. As Arsenal came from 1 down to lead 2-1 thanks to that spot kick after Blackstenius had equalised. Rowe trying to poke it through for Emma Harries. His duty so far really has been all about helping the defensive effort rather than taking Reading forward. Here's Little, Marnham pointing to the space in behind. And Scott tried to find her. He'd well have been offside actually, Frida Marnham. Not now. And after a little thought, it will be an Arsenal corner. Towards Balti. Van Havermate in the way. Maritz. So fluid. Should be 2. Leah Williamson banged it hard from close range. Maloney blocks. Reading survive for now. They've done pretty well to get to 25 minutes, only 1 down actually. Williamson got one of the 4 a year ago this month against Reading.
Come on out, Charlie's got you now. Charlie's got you now.
It's a pretty blatant foul. Penny Chambers frustrated on the touchline. But it might have been worse for her side here. Lovely exchange between the, well, 2 right backs on the left, really, for Arsenal here. Tried the guided finish rather than out-and-out power. Just a little too central. Maritz again. Lovely take, hold-up play from Kim Little. Williamson into Ford. It's on target, but that's all. Good control that from Harris in the row pass, because that was awkward. To let it run or not. No, it's kept in. Bryson, chance to cross. It's deep. Zinsberger, quite sure of her bearings there. It's a little bit slippery. Charlie Wellings. Rare touch in the attacking third for her. And Mukandi. Wellings has stayed short. Deep cross, headed out by Noel Maritz. Just a shred of Reading threat there. The building block perhaps, although forward on the charge here, my kit. Oh dear, she's given that away way too cheaply, and Reading aren't organised yet. Arsenal look to hurt them quickly. Little. That's Grace Maloney, you can hear, the Reading keeper. And they have indeed gone up. Williamson winning it back, having lost it, maybe at the expense of a bit of pain for Leah Valti. Here's Little. Ford leaves it, Maritz crosses it. Wienreuter. Left back to right back, that tells you plenty about where Arsenal have been playing their football in this game. Would have been some goal. Last season, Wienreuter, having arrived mid-term from Hoffenheim, was very much second fiddle to Noah Maritz. It's not been anything like as clear as that this term. Fairly interchangeable, the two of them. But, a rare sight that they're both playing here. And as the fish more out of water, I suppose, Noah Maritz probably be relieved she hasn't had to do too much left-back defending, really, because she's essentially played like a left winger. There she is. Wienreuter up high again. She's kept it in two. Three in the box. It's towards Ford. Faye Bryson just doing enough here to be a factor in Ford's thinking. You can see her checking her out there. And although she didn't get the head on it, she certainly made the header a harder one. Would have taken some finishing from there anyway. Van Havermeek winning the throw. Well, you'd have to say it could have been worse. That penalty goes in 5 minutes in. I fear a little bit for Reading, but got to the half-hour mark here, and it's still only that one. My kit with a pretty blatant foul there. And a tough half. Needless penalty to give away. She lunged in to try and win the ball and mistimed it. That's one thing, but she turned for a couple of hands on the back. Nicely done by Bryson. Knocked over the top here. For a moment, Wellings was interested, but Veenreuter was up to the task of matching her pace. Quite even so far for Manuela Zinsberger. Oddly untested, really, in that League Cup final this time last week. Conceding early, yes, but nothing she could really do about that. Arsenal did such a good job of shutting down Chelsea chances, creating plenty of their own. They've done it again here. Forward's cross, too much on it. And the relief of a goal kick and a breather for Reading. See this one through. Bayern, Tottenham, Bayern, City, United. Candy's header. Rowe. Followed by Valti, who got a little toe in there, as she so often does. Rowe, tenacious as ever. Safety first from Grace Maloney. Serving keeper. In and out with the newer recruit Jackie Burns this term, for various reasons. Burns has started more. Maloney in at the moment. Good awareness from Leah Valti. So unflustered as a central midfielder. Williamson has found Veenreuter. Williamson again. Kelly Smith demanding that Justine van Havermeck get even tighter. It's a lot of chasing this for Reading. Here's Maritz. Some really teasing crosses in this game from the Gunners. Valti. Lost the attentions of Jade Moore. Five years a Gunner, following 5 at Turbine Potsdam before that. Top level for a long time, Swiss international. First time from Maritz. It's a good pass. Little. Moy in the space. With options. Looked like that was within the grasp of Laura Veenreuter. Maybe just out of stride. Moy. A little run. His first choice last term. But it was in the first half of last season. She was getting picked ahead of Jem Beattie at the back with Williamson. And, in terms of those two, there's the England coach. Moy has been called up in her time. Raffaele, the Brazilian, coming in the January window. Saw Moy lose out. Reading might lose out here. Frida Marnham getting it from forward. Quite as single-minded a finish as it required, I don't think. Forward again. Marnham couldn't really get out of the way, but it's handy she's there now. Forward again. Valti. Williamson. McCabe to Wubben Moy. Reuter. Very tidy. Arm's length for now, but here comes the killer pass into Little. Just keeping it. She could have gone for the throw. It's nicely done, this. There's a goal at the end of this. We'll have to go back and count the passes. I think they've all had a touch. Williamson. Reuter. Moy. It was probably 20-something. Just didn't have the goal on the end of it. 8 minutes or so to the break. Completely dominant Arsenal performance, but not a truly dominant scoreline. If you're Reading, you'd take this, because you're still in the contest, even if they've struggled to threaten. Royals have got to get to half-time with it no worse than this. He's defending another corner now. My kick puts the Marnham cross behind. McCabe. Oh, great near post run. As it fell for Ford there, I think that's why the flag has gone up. She had her hand up demanding it, Leah Williamson, there in that cluster of 4 gunners waiting for the corner to be delivered. And then you see the near post dart from the England skipper. And Ford absolutely a factor for the defenders and goalkeeper to consider. Great run. The goal against Reading last season was a carbon copy of that, with a slightly better connection, obviously. Same manoeuvre in the 4-0. 13 shots to 0. 6 on target. That's why Reading will be happy enough to go in with 1-0 as the scoreline if they can keep it that way in the next few minutes. McCabe stretching it to keep it wide. Is it another good delivery? My kick covered the space well there. Good awareness of where to go. Be confident enough, you can leave the player supposed to be marking. She did, and she met it well. They've got their blocks in well, the Royals here. They've needed to. That's why Maloney hasn't actually made all that many saves, given the volume of shots. And the ones she has made has largely been straight at her. Little. Tight in there. Katie McCabe in the middle of a scrap, just where she likes it. No danger. So combative, just the sort of player you'd want in your squad. Versatile too. Generally leftish of the forward line, but often has played right in the forward line, left back. Hadn't made the run there, though. Well, she felt the contact, and people will say she's gone down too easily, but 2023, you don't do that. The referee saw a hand on the back and another on the arm, however gentle. Maloney will be so frustrated because she got a piece of that with a couple of fingers, didn't she? A little more purchase, would have been able to push it wide. So close, fine margins, and it's not been that fine a margin since, in terms of the balance of play. It is 1-0 to the Arsenal, as the fans are singing. Awkward slice, Maloney out quickly, needed to be. In the air by Moore. And Havermate goes back home. There's my kit, straight away McCabe is on her case. Calmly done, but not so calmly distributed. Here's Williamson. Again, we saw that from a mile off. Can they get Rowe, Wellings, Harries into the game as an attacking threat? If nothing else, just to push Arsenal back a bit. Create the odd counter, the odd half chance, even if they don't take one to begin with, just to stop Arsenal coming forward with such ease. Because when they do that, they have so many options. So it's easy to keep possession high. Effectively playing with two at the back. Ford into Little, back to Ford. Nicely done, Caitlin Ford. It's a tap in for Frida Marnham. Fluid Arsenal play throughout this half. They've deserved for a long time to be more than one up. Now they are. Good use of the body from Caitlin Ford. She knew where that ball was rolling. Frida Marnham couldn't miss and didn't.
Goal number 2 for Arsenal.
A roofer right on half-time. And that is a bit of a punch in the guts for Reading, who would have been, I think, pretty pleased, having conceded as early as they did, to go in still only one down at the break. They felt like they got out of jail a bit. Well, they haven't. Frida Marnham now joins Stina Blackstenius on 5 WSL goals this season. Those two with the chance to top the chart, because we're not going to be seeing Mead and Miedemar anytime soon.
There'll be 1 minute at a time.
One additional minute, and we're into it now. More to Bryson, my kit. Bryson again. There's Leah Williamson to mop up any potential mess. Ruben Moy. Mistake from Wellings. Ball was won apparently. He's in a bit of pain. So the Gunners looking good here. And looking good to close in on the trio above.